Good evening, Marianne. Hope you're well today. I don't know what. I'm going to start in a few minutes. We're just going to wait for a few more people to come on and get settled. And yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Marianne. It's overcast here and a little cool. We had a little rain this morning, but not bad. Hello, Dupree. Thank you and welcome for coming. Thank you for coming. Sorry. So we're just going to wait for a couple seconds. Hello, Raylene Eckerman, Claire Plummer. Hello, welcome. So I'm going to be doing a combination of tarot and spirit readings using 3 different tarot decks. Hello, Stacy, and welcome. So what I'll be doing is once I choose someone, I'll then shuffle the cards with them in mind, pick one card out of each deck, give that to you, and then go from there right directly into spirit readings. So I trust Spirit will be there with us, and they are already. I'm going to put something out into the general public right now at the moment. Hello, Patrick, and welcome. As I was getting ready to come on and I was sitting meditating for a moment or two, I kept being aware of a movie that I had seen years ago. But I think it's symbolic and there's a reason why. So there has to be somebody here, or will be, that has a connection to Bali. And if you can put a comment in the comments so I can see it, then I'll know it's who it's with. And it was specifically this song that the mother of the island girl was singing, Talkie Talkie, and having a dream or having other dreams. Raylene says it's her. Okay. So we'll go with you, Raylene, and hopefully it'll make sense to you. That obviously this song is important in a sense that you need to have dreams. You need to have a dream in order to move forward. You've got to focus on something there. Now the first card, and I'm using 3 different tarot. As I said, I'm using Messages from the Guides by James Van Praagh, and Sacred Traveler and the Sacred Forest by Denise Lynn. So the card by the one card, hopefully you can put it down here, maybe you can see it. It's too much of it. Okay, everyone has value. In other words, what they're saying here, everyone in your life has value, is important for one reason or another. Everyone can learn from everybody. And I feel with you that it's important for you to recognize this for sure, and that even you are important, even though sometimes you think you're not worth it or whatever. you are important. You are important in the grand scheme of things in this life. Spirit is very insistent that you're important. And what they're trying to share here as well is to let you know that there are times when, yes, you can push forward and rush, get things done and achieve things. But there also comes a time when it's very important to lay back down, relax, and allow yourself to rest and rebuild the energy so you can start over again. Also, that there's a sense of courage here, a sense of being strong within self, knowing that you have the right to be here, know that you have the right to challenge that which is not right. If you see something that's wrong, challenge it. If you see somebody acting out around you, challenge it. And there's very much a woman from Spirit who comes in here, and I get the feeling almost as if I want to say like a mother, but I'm not 100% at this point whether it is mother or not. But she comes across with that feeling of love, that feeling of caring, and that feeling of wanting to wrap you in her arms and say, it's all going to work out. It's all going to be fine. You're going to be able to realize those dreams. As long as you keep the dream in mind and don't let go of it. It is important that this woman's saying that it is important that you recognize the spirit within you, the energy, the light, the love within you, and allow it to come out. Allow yourself the opportunity to share with other people. Now, also, I want to say to you, it is important to recognize that every man, and I'm just using man as an example, is worthy of their hire. In other words, yes, it's nice doing things for everybody all the time for nothing, but it's also important that we learn to accept gifts in a sense. That a lot of times we say, oh, you didn't have to do that, and why did you do that, and whatever. And sometimes we need to know that it's all right to accept it and to just say thank you, because that person has to know, has to appreciate the ability to give at the same time. And hopefully this makes sense to you. Now, I have also another lady who comes in, and I think she's an older woman, and I want to go back in time with her because I'm not seeing, what I'm getting is not pierced ears, but she has the old-fashioned clip-on earrings. And because I can feel the clip on there. And she was quite the person when she was here. And I feel that when she passed, which gives me the feeling is a number of years back, she would have passed and then no, wait a minute, no. Somebody passed just before her, and then she passed. So I don't know whether it was another family member or a good friend, but I'm getting this close passing from somebody and then her. But, and I feel very strongly here that she too is wrapping that universal light and love around you and saying that they're all there. They're all there walking with you. Know that you are being protected. Know that you are being loved. And there's a whole bouquet of flowers being given to you as a token, in a sense, of their love. Watch your dreams as well. And I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you. And I hope this has made sense to you, Raylene. And thank you. Okay, now let's see who else we're going to. Let's see if there's other people we need to say hello to. Let's go back up here. Okay. Hello, AM. I'm not sure whether that's your name or what, from Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube, it looks like. Jeanette Cullen, hello. Aryan Gupta, hello and welcome. Eva, hello and welcome. If I don't pronounce your name properly, I apologize in advance. Cloetti and Angie, welcome. Vicky, welcome. Julianne, welcome. Claire, welcome. Negan Moghadam, welcome. Marie, welcome. Okay, so let's see who is going to be the next recipient of this. And as I said, I'm doing 3 different types of tarot, or 3 different tarot decks, and combining that with messages from Spirit. You can always find me on Facebook as Stephen Welling. Also, it is important that you comment as quickly as possible in the comments so we can move forward here. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's go to Dupree, and I believe you're on YouTube. So let's see what Spirit has to say for you today. And I hope everyone is feeling well and excited. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the first card that I've chosen is from the Messages from the Guides James on Prague deck. And it's understand your body. Sorry, I guess it's not too much reflection here. Maybe not, I don't know. Oh, there we are. That for some reason you need to pay attention to what's going on inside your body. There's a feeling that Spirit is trying to, what are they trying to do here? I get the feeling they're trying to bring energy. There's light. I'm getting a lot of green and yellow around you, which to me are healing colors. Both healing for self, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, but also healing that can be given out and sent out to other people around you. That you do have the ability to do this. You have the ability to send out healing to friends and family and such, the animal world. You're standing right now in life in a bubble of sorts. Growing up, you've been taught this, and this, and this, and always believed it to be right, etc. But there's a feeling as if gradually over the last while, there's been a change. There's been an opening, a doorway opening up. And there's been more of an appreciation or understanding of Spirit. Does this make sense to you, Dupree? Okay. Also, thank you. You're saying yes. Okay. They're also saying here that there's a sense of truth being not necessarily of right and wrong, but of the truth of understanding, the truth of life. Um, Spirit definitely has plans, even aside from the plans that you as a soul brought with you into this life for yourself to achieve and accomplish. And as I see Spirit gathering around you, manipulating or changing the energy around you, I feel, making way for a new doorway it's about to open up for you. Very much filled with light, very much a lot of pink, which is the color of love, but I also want to say purple, which brings me into like an amethyst coloring, which is the color of protection. And that when you, I don't know whether you're sitting for development or you've been thinking of doing that, but they definitely want you to put up a sense of your own protection. In other words, enclose yourself in a bubble of white light. Just like imagine it around you. And then when you're done meditating or doing whatever spiritual work you're doing, allow that bubble to dissipate and go. Now they're also suggesting that you keep some sort of amethyst stone around you or on you at all times as well. There's definitely movement of growth for you. There's definitely movement of going forward. So things are about to change. I have a gentleman, and I'm hearing the name of Jack, but I don't know if that's his name or just or somebody else. You're saying I've been doing the light protection. Are they seeing that I'm not doing it enough? I'm not sure, but it was just that they wanted you to do that. But I have a suggestion. If you can contact me on Facebook, I have a invocation, if you like, that I use all the time. Even when I'm doing cards, before I start, I'll shuffle them and say this invocation while I'm doing that as well. One that I discovered many years ago. And it's just basically invoking the light within. So if you contact me on Facebook, I can get that written to you and give it to you. Maybe it'll if you do it. When I do it a minimum of 10 times. Even when I go into, it's an example, even when I go in to do a house clearing, I'm using that invocation at the same time. And I use that invocation in the home at the same time as well. Now I don't know whether you recognize the name of Jack or not. I also have another gentleman here. And I feel this gentleman comes in on a very close link to you. I feel he would have been fairly tall. I get dark hair with him. Okay, he's saying he's got a very pronounced nose for some reason, and I don't understand that, but maybe, I don't know. Your dad possibly, okay. I feel as he's standing here beside you, so to speak, it's like he wants to take you by the hand and walk down the road with you as you reminisce, in a sense. So there's things that are about to come up around you that are going to remind you of other events from the past, from your childhood. Some of them great, some of them not so good. But you know something? They were learning experiences. They were necessary to your overall growth. Even the negative ones, because they made you grow. They made you who you are today. Um, I don't know whether you can place the name of Millie, and I'm also getting September. Okay, we just passed September. So September would have been the time, a month for a birthday, family anniversary, or a passing of someone. I also feel that I want to say to you, okay, I don't know whether you, I get the feeling I want to say something about angels around you. And I'm talking about not angels here on earth, but spirit angels. Angels who come around to help you, to guard you, to guide you. And there are certain animals that come around you at times as well that also very definitely connect to you. Animals from when you were a child, animals from adulthood. Did you used to know somebody who used to have a boxer dog, please? What changes or movement do you see coming up for me? Okay. Okay. I'm rubbing my hands in anticipation. So I want to say to you, one of the changes that you're going to see, one of the movements seem to be connected to your financial area of this life. And I see you sort of rubbing your hands in glee, as if something is coming up that you're going to be very much the benefit of having the benefit of. Do you have a connection to, where is it? I want to say Greece, but I want to say one of the islands rather than the mainland of Greece. So there's an island there that seems to be connected to you for some reason, or you're going to be connecting up with someone from that area. Very definitely financial improvement for you. Also, very much, there's something about a vehicle, and I'm not sure whether you've been having problems with a vehicle or there's a need for a vehicle, but there's something about a vehicle and a change around this as well. And I'm going to leave that with you. You've never been to Greece. Okay, I'm not saying that you've been there or that you're going there, but there must be a connection with somebody that you know or somebody that you're about to meet that's going to be important that would have a connection there. And you've been having problems with your car. Okay, so you're going to see some change for the better there as well. And I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you and thank you for joining today. And let's see who else has come on here that we need to say hello to. Julie Ann, hello. Braxton from New Zealand, well, welcome. Davy Jones, welcome. Mina Petkov, welcome. Okay, so let's see who is next in lineup to receive the message. Let me turn this one back over. So for the ones that have just recently joined, what I'm doing is a combination of 3 different tarot decks along with greetings from Spirit. So let's see here who we go to. Do I only do readings on FindMeAMedium website? No, I do private readings as well using Messenger or even Zoom. So, but you have to contact me through my Facebook account. I'm in the process of setting up a web page, but it's slow work for me right now. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go back up to here. Let's go to Marianne Harris, please, if you're still here. If you can put a comment in the comment box, if you would, if you're still here. Emily, hello. Lisa Joe, hello. Okay. Let's see here. There's this one. Marianne Harris. Okay. All righty. Okay, so we have interesting card. Okay, 3 interesting cards. The one is trust that there is a divine plan for your life, a plan that you assisted in setting up before you first came into this incarnation. Now, I don't know whether, like, some people believe in reincarnation, some people don't. I happen to. I also feel that I want to say to you, there are lessons from that started in a previous life that are around you in this life, okay, trying to be worked out and resolved. And part of that is that you knowing that there's this plan, okay, that you helped set it up. And you can, through meditation and dream state, get an inkling or an idea of where, or some of these experiences that you need to have, or that you've already had some of them already, obviously, which means some of the people that have been in your life were there for a specific reason. Some who have been in your life and disappeared from your life also was for a reason. But there comes a time in our life when we need to not only look after ourselves, but we need to be of service. We need to be there to give to other people, even in a small way. And they're saying it's time now for a moment or two for you to be of service, for you to share your knowledge, share your insight, be of service wherever you can, okay? Help where you can. Accept that you, as a divine spirit, are here to learn, to grow, to achieve, and to be fulfilled. Fulfilled as an individual in this physical world, and to be fulfilled as a spiritual being. And I feel that it's important that you stand tall, that you know that you have every right to be here, in a sense. I have a lady who just stepped in here, and I want to go to like a grandmother type individual, very much a loving, arms folding, caring individual, very much who liked her cooking, liked her baking, liked to be busy in the kitchen. I also feel that she was very fond of her wee cup of tea, because I'm seeing a cup here, and now I'm assuming it's tea, but it could be something else. But I feel I'm going to say tea, and I feel that she would have passed with some sort of chest condition problem, like pneumonia, something like that. I don't think it's cancer, but it's something else that affected, like the lungs, the breathing, the whole chest aspect. Does this, you're saying great grandmother? Okay, thank you, Marianne. Well, hello, Barbara. Welcome. Also, I feel with you that, or with this lady, that there's a need for more fluids for some reason. I think that's part of the reason why she's showing this cup, that you need to increase your fluid intake. I don't know if you've been having an issue with some sense of dizziness or not, but I'm feeling I want to link that to needing more fluid. So I want to encourage you. You're saying, yes, I hardly drink anything. Okay, so it is important that you drink more, whether it be water. Water is best, but tea, coffee, herbal tea. I'm drinking a product called by BAI, and it's an antioxidant infusion water with pure flavored, no chemicals or anything, and I'm really quite enjoying it. So rather than just drinking straight water, I switched to this now for a while. But they're wanting you to, as I said, increase this sense of fluid intake. They're wanting you to, as I said in the beginning, to know that as I said, it's good looking after other people and helping other people, but you also have to look after yourself. You're worthy as well to be well and such. And so Megan, I don't know who Megan, I'm hearing the name of Megan being called. I'm also getting that you should be able to place a link with the United States. I don't know where you are, but I'm getting the United States with you for some reason, as if there should be some sort of family link or friendship link there. If you don't know Megan, okay, hang on to that name and watch. Sometimes when names come in and you can't place them, and I can't place, I can't get it connected. Sometimes what happens is within a couple of days, you run into somebody and you start a conversation. You're in England, okay, and you find out that their name is what I'm just saying is Megan. So whatever it is, Megan's going to have some sort of message for you. And I'm not talking about spirit message, but there's a message there in whatever is being talked about. And I feel going forward with you, okay, now I know you said you were in England, and I don't know which area of England you're in. I feel I'm being drawn up to somewhere. I want to say like the Yorkshire Dales area of England. Can you place a connection to that, please, Marianne? And if you can't, then hang on to that because it will be important as well. I'm getting March and June as family birthdays, anniversaries, or the time of a passing with you. You're in Southeast Kent. Okay. Now, I'm not up on my English or England areas because I'm in Canada, and June is your birthday. Okay, thank you. But I am coming to England in April. I'm planning on it, at least at this point in time. So I'll get to see some of the areas that are of interest to me as well as doing a few services here and there while I'm there. I get a feeling also with you that I want to bring somebody who had a throat issue. And I don't know if it was just a matter of the throat toward the end, the throat closing, or if they had it for quite a while, problem before they passed. Come on. Wow. Okay. I'm also getting July the 22nd, and I'm hearing the last name of Wilkinson or Wilkerson, something like that, being called out as well for you. Hopefully you can place that. Is it you that's got an itchy nose? Who is this itchy nose around you? All of a sudden I keep wanting to scratch my nose, but just a little humor, I guess, from spirit. I'm also wanting to bring to you a baby from spirit, a baby who would have been a baby that passed as a baby. But I feel it's been a little while because I feel as if there's been a little while of growth while they've been in spirit. Now, usually that happens, and yet when that soul comes back to make contact, they show themselves as they were at the time of their passing. The same as, say, someone who was 80 when they passed. They usually go back, or sometimes I've found that they've created a corporeal body of when they were much younger. And yet when they make contact, they still show themselves at the age that they were when they passed. I also want to bring you a black and white cat that would be in spirit. And there's got to be somebody named Lucy, and that you would have known as well. Your dad used to play a nose game. Okay. Hang on to the names. Hang on to the Dales. And you understand the cat or kitten. That's good. Thank you. Billy also is being called out to you, which could have been William, but I get the feeling that he was called Billy when he was here. And I'm going to leave that with you, Marianne, and say thank you, and thank you for coming and joining us today. Please come back. Billy was another pet cat. Well, thank you. Okay. I'm just going to reshuffle these cards here for a moment. Sometimes I found, just so you know, sometimes I found with names, etc. Sometimes I'll see somebody that I know with a specific name, and it's just symbolic for me to know that that's the name that I'm to give. Sometimes I actually hear it. Sometimes the name or the individual, the person that I know, has a certain condition or had a certain condition, which therefore would connect as well. So the spirit has a lot of different ways of getting through to us. Okay, I'm going to go to Eva, if I may, please. And I'm going to explain something here, Eva, because the reason I chose you, not that I know you, but I used to sit in development class with somebody named Eva. So that's why I was drawn to your name. So let's see what Spirit has to say for you today. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the first card that I drew here for you is the card of responsibility. The card that states taking responsibility for your actions, good, bad, or indifferent actions. A time to reflect on things that you've put into motion in your life, things that you are working on, trying to bring about, and things you may have said or not said that should have been said. I get a feeling of wanting to also say to you that you're trying to get somewhere specific, and I'm not talking about a destination as far as a literal destination, as far as a country or something like that. But I feel I want to say it's like you're trying to get somewhere within yourself, within your growth, within your life. But there's been a struggle. There's been one thing after another, one doorway sort of closing after another. And I want to say to you, each of these doorways that closed because they weren't obviously the right doorway. And that you have the knowledge here, you have the insight here, but sometimes you don't really pay attention to it. Sometimes you don't believe it. But know that you will reach your destination. You will reach that end result, the end goal, so to speak. And I feel major expansion or major change coming about you. Now, a lot of times, I know you're commenting or not, because a lot of times I keep my eyes closed while I'm working, and so I sometimes miss a comment unless I open my eyes and look. But you do have a strength about you. You do have a willingness to accept responsibility. And I feel that I want to, can I ask you, your mother's in spirit, please? Your mother has passed away. Maybe you can put a comment in the comment box, if you would, please. Because I feel I have a lady here, and I get the feeling of mother. I get the feeling of, yes, okay, thank you. It's like I want to reach out, put my arms around you, and say, hello, my darling. And I feel it hasn't been a long, long time since she's passed, but there's a feeling as if I want to say, she wants to say to you, thank you. She wants to acknowledge the things that you've done for her. You understand? And she had quite a surprise when she got to the other side. I don't believe that she... okay. I don't believe that she really believed in a life after physical death. So there was certainly that surprise. But I think she was surprised by the people who were there assisting her across, in a sense. Because even though sometimes here in the physical, there may not be anybody with the person when they pass, for a lot of different reasons, there is always a loved one, etc., or more from spirit that are there to welcome them home. And I feel, I don't know whether she had a sister in spirit before her, because I get a feeling of another lady here, and I get this feeling of sister that was there to greet her. I'm also hearing the name of Anne, when you're saying she had lots on the other side. Okay. So they had a grand celebration when she arrived. I'm hearing music. So she must have had a love of music. Now, she probably maybe didn't have a good voice, but she liked music. She liked to listen to music. And I feel okay. I'm hearing a piece of music, again coming from a movie. And I can't think of the name of the movie that it was in, but it was about wartime, a doctor who fell in, a Chinese doctor who fell in love with an American soldier who was there. And I think it was Some Enchanted Evening, but I'm not 100%. Your dad played accordion. Okay. So there was definitely music there. And I feel symbolically that this song, okay, they're saying wherever you're going to be on the 13th of November, you're going to look across the room and see somebody, but I don't feel you know the person, but there's a feeling of knowing them, okay? Even though you don't. At least don't from this life, I want to say. And I feel it is a woman, and I feel you're going to basically become very close friends, because not only were you connected in a previous life together, but you're also meant to be connected again in this life for a number of reasons that are coming up. Can you also place a young male who would have been around, I'm horrible at ages, but I'm getting the feeling of, I want to say 14, 15, somewhere around there, that would have passed at that age, please. And I'm getting not blonde hair, but light colored hair with him. Fairly narrow in the face. But I want to say that he would have been, I almost get the feeling that he would have been ill for quite a while, and he was ready to, inside he was ready. Maybe not literally saying that to anybody, but I feel the soul was ready to go. They had accomplished what that soul needed to accomplish in a very short period of time. And I feel there's still a number of people obviously grieving the loss of this soul, but he's still around. He still comes into their home, into the home, rattling things sometimes. They should be able to hear a knocking sometimes, and they go to a door and there's obviously nobody there, because it's not a physical knock, it's a spiritual knock that they're hearing. And it's this young lad that's trying to make them aware that he's there. I feel with this young lad that okay. I almost feel I want to go back 4, 5, 6 years into the past for this individual's passing. And he would have passed in hospital condition. You're not making a connection. Okay. Think on it. Maybe your brother. Okay. Let's see if we can get something else on it from him. Come on. I almost get the feeling that I want to say something like leukemia, cancer, that sort of condition. But he's running around like crazy now. He's healthy as a horse, so to speak. No sense of illness, no sense of pain, nothing. It's when we pass, we get rid of all. We don't need all that anymore. So we're able to accomplish a lot of things, even in spirit, that we've been working on. Continuing our growth, our education in a sense, and not like education in school, but spiritual education. I don't know if anybody else in the place has read The Masters of the Far East. It's a 5-volume set of a tale of a journey that this person made, seeking the masters of the Far East and having being able to meet them. The spiritual masters were able to materialize in one place and reappear in another place instantaneously. They had that. Spirit has that ability, obviously, but there seems to be something else in it that I want to suggest that maybe you get it from the library or such. And I want to encourage you basically to develop more of your being, more of your spiritual being. Next year, you seem to have more opportunity, more reach for being able to get more. And I want you to look forward to that. And I'm going to leave that with you and say, bless you. He was much older than me, so I'm not sure what caused his passing. I'll do that. Okay. All right. Now let's see here. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, we've reached the end of time today. I guess I'm going to have to learn to be a little bit quicker and faster, or maybe check. I don't want to cut down on the readings or the length for the people because I feel it's important, but I just have to learn to be a little bit quicker. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and sharing this time with me. I encourage you all to come again. There's other programs going on throughout the day, every day. You can also, I said about finding me on Facebook, but you can also, at 9 p.m. UK time, there's a session with Larkin with readings. So please come along and join Larkin at that. You can get a lot from that as well. You can also find me at FindMeAMedium, directed the directory with the listing, and I'm there. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Then you can also rewatch this if you've missed part of it on YouTube. So I want to say thank you and bless each and every one of you. And may you have a wonderful week until I see you again. And I'm not sure. Let's see when I'm back on again. I'm on. Let me just give me 1 second here. I'll be able to tell you when I'm on again. I'm on a regular basis, so the 15th. I'm back on the 15th. And then again the 29th. And then the 1st of November. So quite a few times coming up. So I look forward to, and I welcome you all to come back and join me. And have a great day and a great week. Thank you all.